In Japanese society, there are many issues the modern healthcare system faces that demand addressing, such as ensuring quality of care to the elderly, reducing burden on medical personnel, and managing rising healthcare costs. Our goal is to introduce a program called Innovative AI Hospital System, which establishes an advanced medical practice treatment system implementing AI and IoT to help solve these healthcare issues. Would you like to know how these innovations can make your next visit to the hospital a more satisfying experience? Let me take you to the front line and show you how.
A colonoscopy is a very technical procedure and takes a long time to learn to perform. Therefore, there are not enough skilled doctors to meet the demand for this procedure. Veteran doctors can reach the cecum in about 5 minutes. However, inexperienced doctors take a long time and may not reach the cecum, and furthermore, patients feel pain. In order to solve these problems, the purpose of this research is to reduce training time and burden for doctors and shorten the examination time, reduce the patient's pain. The study makes clearer the tacit knowledge that how and what the veteran doctor thinks and demonstrate when performing a colonoscopy. By utilizing AI technology to assess the state of operations and assist them with navigatory information, even beginner doctors can perform the same level of procedure as veterans. AI Hospital aims to provide advanced, efficient, and safer medical care while reducing the burden on medical staffs. There are two breakthrough points. First is to be able to recognize the condition of colon and endoscope with sensors. And second is determine the appropriate route of endoscopy within the colon. This is painless to the patient. In order to accurately recognize the conditions of colon and endoscope, sensing and AI technology are required. In addition, to determine the insertion route, it is important to analyze the veteran doctor's insertion techniques. We would like to analyze the insertion techniques of veteran doctors and convert their thought, movements, and feelings and tips from experience to the performable insertion technology. By our study, we aim to realize a society in which early detection and treatment of cancer are widespread in response to the increased numbers of endoscope examinations. Doctors will have less of a training burden, patients will have shorter examination time, less pain, better satisfaction, and above all, this leads to reduce the number of deaths from colorectal cancer. In the future, the burden on medical staff will be reduced, and we believe that we will be able to provide medical care that allows us to better treat patients. The goal of developing our colonoscope insertion inspection system is for the eventual automation of the entire procedure. In achieving an autonomous process, we will be able to affect the change in many other areas by decreasing the burden on doctors, reduce medical costs, which in turn will decrease the cost of medical insurance, which continues to be a huge social issue.